Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Niall Horan's new song, which is titled Heaven. So I'm making this video as a placeholder because I've been working on a full album reaction to Flicker and it's been a hot mess to say the least. So I'm working on that on the back end, but I wanted to do something related to Niall Horan since I kind of promised something this week. So that's why it might seem a little out of order, but let's listen to his newest song.
Strange light revolves around you. You float across the room. Your touch is made of something heaven can hold a candle to. You're made of something new. Let's not get complicated. Let's just enjoy the view. It's hard to be a human. So much to put an answer to. But that's just what we do.
Alright, so the first lyric said, strange light revolves around you, you float across the room. Your touch is made of something heaven can't hold a candle to. You're made of something new, let's not get complicated, let's just enjoy the view. It's hard to be a human, so much to put an answer to, but let's just do what we do. So the part about the light revolves around you and you float across the room, it didn't specifically say it, but it just kind of makes me think of like a halo, so like this person is a perfect person overall. And it also does seem like a new relationship because it says that you're made of something new and let's not complicate it. So maybe you're early on into the relationship and you don't want to ask the difficult questions. You don't want to get into the nitty gritty yet. You're just like enjoying your time together. Kind of what they call is like the honeymoon phase at the beginning of a relationship. So it's kind of the vibe I'm thinking of it so far.
Where this could go, and even if our love starts to grow out of control, and you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. I'm having revelations. You dance across the floor, beyond infatuation. How I obsessively adore you. That's what I do.
In the best way, it reminds me a little bit of like soft Christian pop rock. And I feel like it really works for this song just because of the lyric, but it's also just like a nice acoustic sound that I really enjoy so far. But the newest lyric said, God only knows where this could go, and even if our love starts to grow out of control, you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. I'm having revelations, you dance across the floor, beyond infatuation, how I obsessively adore you, that's what I do. So I'm still thinking it's a new relationship just because it does say God only knows where this can go, but it kind of makes me think of the saying match made in heaven because it's saying that heaven won't be the same if this doesn't work out. It was like by design that this should work perfectly. So if it ever didn't, something is vastly off in the world.
I could die in your kiss. No, it doesn't get better than this. God only knows where this could go, and even if our love starts to grow out of control, and you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. God only knows where this could go, and even if our love starts to grow out of control.
I think it's funny that I also said something about soft Christian pop rock kind of thing, and then in the video there's him surrounded by a bunch of people, which definitely looks more like a club kind of, but there are nuns kind of standing around him.
You and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. Heaven won't be the same. I believe I could die in your kiss. No, it doesn't get better than.
That's a really cool bridge in the song because it like stripped away all of the instruments just so you could focus on the lyrics that he's saying. I don't see that happen very often in songs, so I appreciate that. But he was saying, I believe I could die in for your kiss. No, it doesn't get better than this.
God only knows knows where this could go. And even if our love starts to go out of control, and you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. God only knows where this could go. And even if our love starts to go out of control, and you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same.
Alright, so that was the end of Heaven. I know you haven't seen the video yet, whenever it does eventually go up, but my first experience really with Niall Horan's music was in the last video that I just recorded from Flickr. And I know there's an album in between there to this, but from that very first album, he does have a similar sound where he does lean in more towards acoustic music, but still this production was very different than the first album in my opinion, so I like that he's able to still keep his sound while also evolving a little bit. I feel like I make that comparison all the time with like Taylor Swift. Is I've seen genre changes and I've seen a lot with her music, but there are still facets of her music that stay the same that can kind of keep, I guess, fans or people that are interested in her music connected to what she wants to make. So I feel like he's doing a similar thing, just maybe on a little bit lesser of a scale, because his sound still is very similar to the first album. But overall, I think this was a great song. This seems like a song that you would want to play with like all of your windows down as spring starts to happen. And I feel like that's a really weird statement to say, but this whole Heaven analogy kind of just makes me think of springtime, because it's almost spring, and also just like the Easter holiday, which doesn't really have anything to do with it, but it just feels like that time set. So I'm like, I would play this just rolling down my windows in a couple weeks. But tell me what you thought of the song. Tell me if I'm missing anything, if there's some added perspective that you might know about it. I'd appreciate it. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.